Titanfall 2 is a game like no other, but just like any other games, there's certain things all of us probably hate. So here are 10 things that Titanfall 2 players hate. This sound may chill you to the bone. Reapers are a robotic AI force that used to resemble a small titan. Most players' heart drops when they hear the sound of a Reaper. The reason players hate Reapers so much is that they are strong in pretty much every way. They're massive amounts of health. They can usually just one-shot pilots, and they seem to spawn in the thousands mid-attrition match. Known for their distinct noises and seeming aimbot with their rockets, Reapers are the most hated AI force in the game. The Smart Pistol. One of the most renowned guns in the original Titanfall, the Smart Pistol doesn't require the user to aim. Rather, wait a few seconds and then press the trigger once. While in Titanfall 2 the Smart Pistol isn't a primary weapon, unlike Titanfall 1, it's still used as a boost and is abused by players at every opportunity. The Smart Pistol allows its users to literally lock on to enemy pilots and basically use legal aimbot in the game, equipped with a total of 24 bullets and requiring only 3 to kill a pilot. This gun is basically 8 free kills for any user.
Small price to pay for salvation.
Complex. Complex is by far the most hated map in the entire game. Designed as a large corridor with only a few links between them, Complex is the hardest map to find players and equally the hardest to get around. Based on the design of Complex, it's quite common to see complete Titan domination by a team if all they do is play Scorch. However, for lots of Scorch enjoyers, Complex is their heaven as they can light up the entire floor and fry as many unsuspecting pilots that aren't careful. The game's towers. Many people don't realize it, but the high towers in the game are actually incredibly hated. It's not the actual towers or buildings that are the problem, it's what dwells on top of them. Attracting the majority of the lobby's campers, you can quite commonly see people sat at the top of the towers, beaming people with a G2 or Spitfire without much risk to themselves. This leads to a gradual annoyance and hate towards these parts of high ground, as it results in getting beamed no matter where you are standing on the map. And you know what pairs so well with the camping spots? OP guns. Titanfall 2 has a rather interesting balance system. The game was abandoned by the devs before they could do anything about the massively broken guns within the game, so many players have to just endure the pain of facing a G2 and Spitfire campers. No one likes the 96 bullet LMG shooting faster than an assault rifle with twice the range of a sniper. This Spitfire has become the poster gun for campers and the worst aspects of the game alike. Mantle. Movement within Titanfall 2 is spectacular and sensational. However, there's only one aspect that thousands of players hate, and that's mantling. This is a forced animation when you go up to a wall and you're in the air to make you clamber onto a ledge. The main reason why it's so hated is because it's likely to do it randomly without warning and for a long time. The animation of Mantle can seem to take decades as your character slowly edges themselves up onto the platform, giving your opponents plenty of time to laser you in the back with a Volt or take your head off with a Kraber. This one sentence.
So how you liking the game, my dude?
It's pretty good, but the only thing is...
Yes?
It's a little similar to another game.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Isn't it just a rip-off Apex?
AWOL. Along with the Smart Pistol and the overpowered guns, another especially frustrating thing that pilots hate is the tactical ability AWOL. This gives you the ability to place down a wall to protect yourself that people cannot shoot through. However, you can shoot through it, and just in case you thought it was bad enough, it also amps your bullets so you do increased damage as you're firing out of it.
Now, reality can be whatever I want.
The AWOL cannot be destroyed. It acts on a timer system, so the only time it ceases to exist is once the timer is up. And players usually pair the AWOL with either Spitfire or G2, which can lead to an incredibly frustrating and toxic game if you find yourself on the receiving end. Titan stomping. This is a technique usually used by 6 stacks of Titan players that is used to keep the game as one-sided as possible. This usually takes form of all players dropping their Titan at the same time, all different types so they can counter anything that the enemy team throws at them, and then basically just farms pilots and Titans for the rest of the game. Having a Titan stomping 6-stack to go against is usually demoralizing and no fun to play against, as the only thing you can really do is get farmed or do small amounts of damage with your anti-Titan guns. DDosing. I think we can all agree on this. Whether we like the Spitfire or the Smart Pistol or just a basic pilot, we all hate DDosing. Titanfall 2 has had many problems with DDosing and making the game unplayable, and all of us just want to play our favourite game with no issues. So one of the biggest things Titanfall 2 players hate is DDosing. So those are the 10 things players hate in Titanfall 2. I actually made another video just like this called 9 types of Titanfall 2 players, so go check that out if you haven't already. Thanks for watching everybody, have a good one.